She was supposed to be dead, buried in the ashes of a fiery crash no one survived. But 6 years later, she walks into the city, alive, unrecognizable, and holding a secret that could shatter everything. A glamorous woman in a silk veil steps onto a red carpet. In the shadows, a little boy clutches his nanny's hand and whispers, "Mommy." "6 years ago, the world ended for Zara Knight. The last thing she remembered was laughter in the car, a flash of headlights, and the sound of her own scream, swallowed by flames. Then, nothing. Darkness. The report said no one could have survived. Her father wept on national TV. Her fiancé, Ethan, never spoke publicly again. And her best friend, Katrina, the one who was supposed to be in that car with her, she never even came to the funeral. But Zara didn't die. She woke up, 3 months later, with broken bones, no memory, and a swollen belly she couldn't explain. An old woman with ash-gray hair found her near the cliffs of Udia, a village too small to have a doctor but full of secrets. She called her Z, said she fell from the sky like fire. That was all Zara remembered. The fire. She gave birth alone. No name, no ID, just instinct. She held her son close until the night he vanished. Gone. Taken. In the dead of night, while Z slept under the stars, the villagers searched. The old woman prayed. But Z, she broke. She wandered the hills barefoot, whispering lullabies to the trees, screaming a name she couldn't remember. Her voice cracked. Her feet bled. And then, silence. 3 years passed. She stopped searching, stopped screaming, and started creating. She blended herbs, oils, flowers, things she didn't even know she knew how to do. She called them elixirs, healing balms, serums, scents that stirred memory. Soon the rich came crawling. They called her a miracle, a witch, a brand. And Z, she remained in the shadows. Her name unknown, her face hidden, her pain carefully bottled and sold. Kane Donovan, the billionaire tech mogul and Zara's older half-brother, watched helplessly as his family spiraled. His once proud father now shuffled through empty halls. The Night Empire, crumbling. Until one day, a package arrived at his office. No return address, no note, just a single gold wax seal, stamped with the letter Z. Inside, a serum, unlike anything he'd seen. Attached, a blood report. The DNA match, 99.8% identical to Zara Knight. Across town, a little boy draws a woman. He doesn't know her name, only that she visits in his dreams. She smells like sandalwood and stars. She sings to him in a voice that makes his chest ache. He shows his drawing to Katrina, the woman he calls Mama. But Katrina's face tightens. "That's just a dream," she snaps. And yet, when she looks at the paper, her fingers tremble. Because the scar on the woman's collarbone is one only Zara had. Katrina was supposed to die that night. She switched seats at the last second. Zara took the wheel and the blame, but Katrina took everything else. Zara's identity, Zara's fiancé, and Zara's child. Now, 6 years later, a woman in black silk steps onto the red carpet of the Donovan Gala. The world gasps, her perfume hypnotic, her face masked beneath a delicate veil. But her eyes, silver and familiar. In the crowd, the boy lets go of his nanny's hand. He stares and softly says, "Mommy?" The cameras click. Katrina turns, and her glass shatters in her hand. Z is here, and nothing will ever be the same. Katrina Knight, fiancée to the heir of the Donovan fortune, darling of the social elite, and the woman known to the world as the survivor who rose from grief. But tonight, as the woman in the silk veil walks through the gala doors, Katrina's perfect world begins to bleed at the edges, because the past she buried the friend she left to die, just walked into the spotlight. Zara doesn't look like the girl who once danced barefoot under moonlight. She's taller now, leaner, her eyes sharper. And though her voice stays quiet, her presence slices through the crowd like a blade. From the balcony, Ethan Donovan watches her. His breath catches. He doesn't know why, but something in him stirs. A memory, a scent, a feeling. The day before the crash, Ethan slipped a ring onto Zara's finger under the lemon trees at their vineyard. "You'll be my forever," he whispered. But that forever never came. The next day, she vanished in fire. And a week later, Katrina moved into the Knight mansion, pregnant, with a child Ethan never remembered creating. Z. That's all the invitation says. That's all she allows people to call her. She doesn't speak to the press, doesn't look at Katrina, doesn't touch the champagne. But she does stop beside the little boy who whispered, "Mommy." And in one glance, her heart almost shatters, because it's him, the eyes, the dimples, the scar on his brow, the one he got the night she gave birth on the stone floor of a forgotten hut. Her baby, her son. "Beautiful child," she says to the nanny, her voice steady but soft. "What's his name?" The nanny glances around. "Kai. He's Ms. Knight's." Zara blinks slowly. Knight. So Katrina really did steal everything, even the name. Later that night, Katrina storms into her penthouse, tossing her heels across the marble. She pours herself a drink, but her hands shake. Because she knows what she saw. She knows who she saw. And for the first time in 6 years, Katrina is afraid. She pulls out an old box from the back of her closet. Inside, a burned passport, a melted phone, and a silver necklace with the name Zara engraved on it. She should have destroyed it all. But she couldn't, because guilt is a tricky ghost. It hides, it waits, and tonight, it laughed in her face. Meanwhile, Zara sits in a dark hotel room, fingers trembling as she touches the photograph she stole from the gala. A photo of Kai, her son. She whispers his name like a prayer. She hasn't told anyone why she's here. Not even Kane Donovan, who's trying to trace her real identity through labs and data trails. She won't let him know yet. Because Z has a plan. And part of that plan? Ethan. The man who loved her. The man who believes he lost her. The man now engaged to the woman who destroyed them both. He's the key. But he doesn't know it. Not yet. At the Donovan estate, Ethan can't sleep. The image of the veiled woman won't leave his mind. He finds an old photo album, the one with Zara in it. She's laughing in the sun, wearing red, hair wild, eyes full of fire. He touches the photo and whispers, "Where did you go?" The wind outside howls, and downstairs, Kai stirs in his sleep, calling out in a dream, "Mommy, don't leave again." Across the city, Zara opens an envelope. Inside, a message, typed, anonymous. "You were supposed to stay dead." Her fingers go cold. The past has claws, and it's reaching for her. The envelope slips from Zara's fingers. The message burns into her mind. "You were supposed to stay dead." But Zara isn't dead. She's breathing. She's fighting. And tonight she's done hiding. Next morning, Donovan estate. Ethan wakes to a knock at his door. He opens it. And there she is. Zara. No veil. No mask. Just the woman he thought he lost forever. Their eyes lock. The earth shifts. He whispers her name like a prayer. "Zara." "She lied to you, Ethan. About everything. About me. About your son." Before he can speak, she hands him the proof. DNA results, hospital records, photos from the night Katrina left Zara bleeding and stole her newborn away. Zara's screams echo in the abandoned hut. Blood, tears, betrayal. Katrina standing over her, whispering, "No one will miss you." Ethan's hands tremble as he flips through the evidence. The rage that builds in him is volcanic. This woman he promised forever to, she never left him. She was taken from him. She's going to pay. Together, they form a plan, because Katrina didn't just steal a child, she stole lives. And now, the reckoning begins. Later that day, the gala rehearsal. Katrina stands center stage, rehearsing her speech for the press, confident, smiling, a queen on a stolen throne, until the doors crash open. Ethan walks in. Behind him, Zara, and behind them, 2 police officers. For the first time, Katrina's perfect mask cracks. The glass of her world shatters. "Ethan, baby, what is this? She's lying. She's manipulating you." "Save it for your cell, Katrina." The officers move in. They read her rights: fraud, kidnapping, attempted murder. And as they cuff her wrists, Katrina screams, "You were supposed to stay dead. I lived, and I'm taking back everything you stole." Kai runs toward the commotion, his little legs flying. He sees Zara, the woman from his dreams, the one who haunted his heart without a name. He throws himself into her arms. "Mommy." Zara holds him so tightly as if she can sew the lost years back together. Tears run freely down her face. Down Ethan's too. "I should have found you sooner. You found me now." And as the sun rises higher, the lies fall away. The past releases its grip, and in its place, love takes root again, stronger, unbreakable. On a quiet hill by the old vineyard under the lemon trees, Ethan kneels once more. Only this time, Kai stands beside him, holding the ring. "Come home, Zara. Be my forever, again. I never stop being yours." And as Ethan slips the ring onto her finger, the winds of the past finally still. The Donovan estate has a true queen. The little boy has his real mother. And Zara finally comes home. Love wins. Justice is served. The true family rises.